Idiocracy.
Makes me think of
Hey
that
kids,
word.
welcome to the table. We are here talking about games we played over the weekend at NomCon in McMinnville and making Idiocracy references and just generally having some fun sitting around waiting for Glenn to show up. And who knows, he might actually show up sometime soon. I think he's just going to spy on us like he always does as he's driving over, and then eventually, you know, he might pipe in and say, "Ha ha, joke's on you. I hear you telling all these jokes about me." But, you know, until then, we can make fun of him, right?
Yes.
Please.
It's unsafe to be watching your video while you're driving in, by the way.
Yeah, you know, I would agree with that, you know, but he's a risky guy, let me tell you. Which is appropriate since we're talking about risk.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to tell him what to do while his head's flying through the windshield.
Right? That's right. He flies on his own.
Yeah. Flatulent.
Flatulent.
Hand-to-mouth goodness.
Hand-to-mouth.
So when you play flat iron, I think
Thank
of
you,
flatter.
Matt. Thank you very much. So yeah, so we're game. Let's see. This is game 9.
Is it?
It is game 9.
We're almost 2/3 of the way through.
Yeah,
9.
15 games. I don't know. I thought, Chris, this should just be the best time ever for you. You play the same game over and over and over again. I feel like you really mastered it. How do you feel?
I feel like the dice screw you over.
Big time.
This is-
Though?
I believe this is a fair assessment after last week.
Plus, you play the game like a Quaker, so it
No pass fail to win in this game.
Wally.
The one time I won,
Hey,
I did it.
Quiet.
My own strategy.
Wally.
You did what?
I succeeded at my own strategy,
Wyatt.
Yes.
which was amass
Quiet.
troops and maraud.
Explode. That is the way it goes.
Now that won't work anymore because I don't start with a star.
Exactly.
Nope.
Yeah, that's kind of how each of us won, at least that first game, right? Is
Is
just
it
kind of
your
build
turn?
up and
Yeah.
blitz, right?
Yeah,
And get there.
Quiet.
Last game, it was just I had a couple of good cards that gave me a lot of troops. I spent them
And did what you do.
and drove.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, and as players, we need to watch out for that. That's clearly a
Yeah.
valid strategy.
That is the one thing about the game that's interesting is like the person who wins is the person who can get a lump of troops at a opportune moment.
Yeah, it's all about opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Taking advantage. Now at this point, we still have one major city that hasn't been built. Craig
Really?
does not have a dedicated
Home base.
start point yet, does he? Oh no, who doesn't have it? Is it Chris?
No. Glenn.
No. Does Glenn not have a dedicated city?
He doesn't.
Oh, because Chris built down there.
I built one.
Yeah.
Australia.
That's right. What did Glenn do with his one win? Oh no, he didn't blank something. He must have.
Is he the one that put the scar on Iceland?
Nope, that was me.
That was you?
Damn straight it was.
And that scar was not an end of game.
Oh, he
Well, he
autographed
did
it.
-1 on.
No, that was me.
That was you?
Oh, he did the +1 on South America.
South America.
That's
yeah.
what he did.
Yeah, yeah. I was going to say he autographed a continent.
Yeah, that's clearly not working out very well for him.
Well, now South America's got the world capital in it. So.
It does. It does. Of course, no faction is the lead faction right now. We've got 3 that have 3 wins, so they're all tied. So nobody gets that free location with that faction yet. So that might break here
Well,
very
you only got to give up
soon.
5 troops to take it over.
I know, right? That's all it takes. That's rough. That is rough.
It's funny because Craig had it. Who had it last? Craig had it last game.
Craig had it and I took it.
I got it.
You
He
took it.
took it
Okay,
right
yeah,
away.
because you were winning population battles with one country.
With one country, yep.
Yeah.
That was quite effective. Which is a fair reward for getting knocked out twice.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah. I mean, Glenn did do me a favor the second time. He
Yeah.
he realized it's like, I'm just going to make you reposition. It's like, perfect.
Yeah.
Get in there. But yeah, that was dumb. I'm kind of curious to see how tonight goes. I feel like my strategy is still evolving. I mean, yeah, I set myself up for a lot of success in Russia, but I mean, I think last game, I think, I don't know if it proved something. I don't think what I did worked the way I wanted it to.
Since you lost, I
But
would
but
assume
that's
so.
because I got hosed by somebody really early, which I feel was a bad decision on his part. So
But it was highly entertaining.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, great for viewership, I guess. But yeah, it was. That was a frustrating experience. I'd like to see. I don't know.
And he started in Japan last time?
He started in China, I thought.
I don't remember.
I just know that he came marching right down through, Asia to Australia and to give me a drubbing.
Okay,
early
can we
on.
all, how I get it was the cities. But he didn't take Australia completely till for like
Because he couldn't ever get enough armies to justify it.
Yeah.
It would have taken him like 3 turns to fully control, and
Yeah.
then he's paying that 1 army penalty for that
Yeah.
scar every time.
That's true.
Australia is now not very cost effective
No.
unless you start there. So Chris has got a good advantage
Yeah.
by putting that city down there because he immediately takes it.
Yep. He
He,
doesn't have to
and,
pay
and he
for
can
it.
get that bonus. It's technically only 1 more army per turn.
Unless some Doofmeister builds down there first.
Doofmeister. Hey, I was testing a strategy, and I'll tell you what, it was very disruptive, and I was successful in that regard.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
we don't know what the long-term strategy was because I never had.
Never had a chance to develop. Yeah, it was more an experiment to try to see what I could do, and yeah, Glenn prevented that. So
I tried that once. I think I started in South America instead, and then I realized, oh, that was stupid, because now I had to. In my cities, I had to actually go in there and pay
And take
troops
them,
for them.
yeah. Well, and that's why, I knew that if I did it that way, I was never going to go to Russia.
No.
I wasn't going to bother because I was just going to be a pain in the neck. But
And I ended up going to Russia.
you
Didn't I?
did.
I
You went to
started
Russia. You started No, you didn't. You started right next to it
Yeah.
and took it over. You just have to be willing to pay that price, but if you
And I
can't
did it
pay it early on,
Yeah, you gotta just pay it.
correct.
Yeah, when it's less important.
That's what I would have done
Yeah.
had I been allowed.
And you can leverage this
Yes, if you can get enough troops in there.
for it.
I think I had 8 down there when I did that. I want to say, or maybe I only got the 6, but it wasn't enough. I mean, it would have been enough if I had been allowed. If I had been allowed to hold, I think it would have been fine.
Well, and I know at least after last game, I'm gonna have one person that's going to may possibly contend for first turn. Oh, Mark.
Yeah, for sure.
At least not being the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, and that was the whole thing was that, obviously if you get first turn, you can establish yourself. But then it also puts you in a position where it's like you have to look at how close somebody is next to you
Yeah.
and how much risk you can take, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Glenn sat right down on top of your porch and was throwing rocks in the window.
It was. I mean, if this game has a long-term strategy, I did have every intention of marching right back across there and take it, but there was no time.
That was our longest game yet, I think, wasn't it? Or second?
One of our early ones was pretty long.
Yeah.
But I think that's because we were still trying to figure it out. But that was a fairly long one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take full credit.
But the game before it was awfully short.
Probably the fastest.
It was, yeah. The one
That
before
was
was
quick.
just as fast in the opposite direction, yeah, for sure.
You don't know, Glenn.
I don't see anything from Glenn. So I guess Glenn didn't get the message. He's probably going to be here at 7. So we can just sit here and chat away all we want.
Racia.
Yeah, right. To the
To
bottom.
what?
He's playing bunco over here with 1 die. They're talking about a game. It's not a game. Well, so we can talk a little bit about after this, right? So we've got 6 games left of Risk. Figure, 4 to 5 weeks probably. I mean, we have another 2-game session. Might get in there. We'll have to see. And then after that, I think we're gonna flip over to some singletons for a few weeks,
Yeah.
just to kind of get a palate cleanser before we jump into another big game. I guess the question is, how long do you want to commit? Because
Before we go into another legacy, you mean?
well, how long a legacy?
Oh.
Because there are a couple of options.
Where's the lava? Where's the lava?
I think right. I actually don't. I didn't buy a copy of it, so we'll have to figure out how to get that on the table. But I've got several legacy games, but I don't know that any of them are terribly short.
Well, so Frosthaven's going to be 2 years.
Well, at least a year. That's definitely a 1 year game if you're playing it like every week.
Yeah.
You know, dedicated. I don't know how long Stars of Icario should be. Freedom 5 is another one that's fairly heavy. I mean, there's
That's
a lot
co-op?
of. It is a co-op. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, and that's one of the nice things is that this is about the only Legacy game I have that's like fully competitive.
Yeah.
Right. Most of the other Legacy games that I have right now are co-op.
What about Machikoro?
Machikoro is available. I haven't played it yet. It's a 4-player. So, and that's one of the other things is that of the legacies that I have, Freedom 5 is a 5-player. Queen's Dilemma, of course, will be multiplayer. There was one more. I'm not remembering off the top of my head, but
5-on-5. Let's go.
several of the other ones are 4-player, right? So at that point, then I think the question is, you know, who do we have? Now, my very first inclination is to cut Glenn a break.
Yeah.
Because he's playing both legacies right now.
Yeah.
He's playing Monday and
Give
Tuesday.
him Tuesdays off.
And well, yeah, I think, I mean, Iridia, so we're about,
Of course I'm out.
we're about 2/3 of the way through Iridia right now.
About the same as you are here.
Yeah, exactly. But this is going to go a lot faster.
Oh.
Iridia, I mean, we've played, I want to say it's 18 or 19 sessions now. So we've still got about another 2.5 to 3 months to go on that game.
Gotcha.
Because we just unlocked the 3rd land area.
Uh-huh.
We actually technically haven't unlocked it yet. We're going to do that next game.
Mm-hmm.
But that one's still got some time.
I'll tell you this. Let me check. But if you want to give Glenn a break, I could probably still get a 5th because Tom is living with us now.
Sure. And that's I'd love to have
Or-
it. Even for the singletons, if we can get
Yeah.
5 players here, that's fine.
Yeah.
My concern just is that going forward, a lot of our legacy / campaign games are 4-player.
Or what? 4-player.
4-player, yeah. So you know, I don't want to have to kick anybody else out beyond suggesting that Glenn might need to have a moment.
Yeah.
But
You know, the other one we could do as well is subject these two to the wonders of Arkham.
Arkham Horror, we could throw Arkham Horror out here, which could be very fun. Although I did tell Derek that I told him he should be running us through it, but I'm happy to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I know that Chris hasn't played it.
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
Craig,
haven't,
you haven't played it. Jason and I have we've run the Dunwich Horror once, and we didn't even get to finish it because we got eliminated before the end of it.
Imagine a machine that's built to punch you in the gut every 45 seconds. That's Arkham Horror.
That's Arkham
It's
Horror.
awesome.
Okay.
I consider it a routine kick in the balls.
Yep.
So, and that's definitely an option. I mean, it's not like I don't have a lot of expansions for that game either.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it'd be good to get it on the table and play multiple sets. So that is an option also.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, there's also a bit of me that wants to get Glenn in here to DM us,
That'd be fun.
to do an RPG. We have,
I started making a character once.
well, we did we
And he does
played.
Pathfinder, right?
Well, he does all sorts. And in fact, we might do Dungeon Crawl Classics, which is a fantastic version of old school D&D. But we have Call to Adventure, which gamifies the character creation process. I mean,
Right.
it's a game on its own, but they have a conversion rule set for converting your characters to role-playing characters.
Yeah.
So instead of choosing, like at the very beginning, I'm going to be a fighter, I'm going to be a cleric, whatever, you play the game, and the game tells you what you end up being.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Based on the cards and the stats that you have in the game.
That'd be fun.
Which I think is super cool. This doesn't look like Risk Legacy. Well, it is, but it just doesn't sound like Risk Legacy. It's more of the pre-game role here as we're discussing what's coming up.
Well, then if Glenn can't make it some nights, we can do one-offs.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
you just play a game, you know, on the table, and he can prepare. So, but I haven't really had a chance to discuss that with him in great detail. And I know that, you know, he's still very involved with the BattleTech scene at Glimpses, which I am also, and he spends a lot of time preparing for that.
I was invited to that over the Christian told me I should come down and play.
Yeah,
He seems like a nice kid.
Christian's a great guy. He's very fun. He loves the narrative aspect.
Yeah, I
He's
get
the guy that's running the fan fiction
Yeah,
for,
that's what
for
that's
it.
There he is.
Sorry.
Not bad.
You're fine.
Yeah.
I figured you just didn't see the message, or you couldn't make it for whatever reason, and we
Right.
just sat here and mocked you for a little while.
Exactly. That's how it should be.
I would have been able to eat more dinner if
We
you just
can-
said I can't make it till 7.
I'm sorry.
We committed to having you run us through a D&D campaign.
Okay.
Yeah, we committed you to run
Nice.
after this after we're done with this. Yeah. So hey, we've got Glenn, and now because he's here, we can play. So let's see the board, and we're gonna start making our choices here. We need to roll to see who gets to make the first selection.
I want to show you something here, Mark, just for Craig's defense.
It is bouncy.
Cool.
No, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it has definitely got some bounce.
Yeah,
to
but
it.
can you
Yeah.
bounce it onto the rail?
Yeah, no.
That's the skill right there.
All right,
What do
7.
7.
11.
guys.
I don't want
Winning
to
at
freaking be
3.
first.
Jason, get your
First
first.
is the
take,
worst.
take his first turn card.
No.
No. What? No.
I'll take the 10 troops.
10. Wow. 10 troops. All right.
I'm never first, so I don't have this as an option usually.
All right,
Only
Craig.
left that gets to me.
Yep.
10 roots.
Chris. First placement.
This got
That's
screwed
funny.
out of Australia. So.
No, that's
Australia.
That's funny though. So I'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Problem is, Glenn's going to get 14 troops because he's last.
14 troops. If only. I'll just take these two cards here.
Take first turn.
Somebody learned a lesson.
I don't know if there's a lesson learned here yet or not, but it seems to have served you well, so I can't complain about it.
Well, I've won 3 games out of the 9.
And then I will take the troops.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend this turn getting 6 troops.
Seems bad. I feel like you can make better decisions.
That.
2 coins. All right.
Okay, which one of these guys is closest to getting the?
Oh, the
This one
the
has-
lead
this-
faction.
This one has 2 wins.
Let's see.
Yeah, this
We
one has
got what?
2
Three of
wins.
them have-
3 with 2 wins.
3 of them have 2 wins.
This one, well, is it? It's
got
it. No.
one.
It, oh yeah, sorry. It's number of wins. This has 2.
This has 2.
This has 2.
Yeah.
This has 1,
That has 1.
and this has 1. So we can order them like this. So 2 wins on top, and then the 2 at the bottom have 1.
And does the thing about your nationality still
Home
apply?
home territory. Yeah. So you can take a territory that's from your home continent as long as there is one that's dominant. There you go.
All right, is that your choice?
He's reading it.
You're still reading it.
See which one.
Oh, what the home
What
continent is?
the home continent is, or yeah. This one is.
Is it
selected
built-in
as
mission?
You should
Australia.
get a you should take one of your little
Built-in mission.
I know. It's one of how it won.
whiteboard stickers, and we can just write it on there so we know,
Oh, on the front. Yeah, that'd be handy.
and then change it as time goes by.
I got a bazillion of them.
Find them. Oh, they're down here.
Or maybe after the game.
Yeah.
Con.
Alright, we'll do these guys. I haven't
Yeah,
played these guys before yet, so we'll try
it's-
these guys.
I'll tell you, it's the one ability that I've used more than once in a game.
This is the one that's.
I think the ones with the
rounding
like
up, yes.
with the defense have seemed to have been very
Which is
helpful
that
too.
Oh, with the he took the one with the mission.
Yeah, he did. I don't blame him. It gives
Yeah. So
him
if you eliminate someone, you get a star.
Don't get eliminated.
Once per game. Glenn. He has to do the eliminating though.
You gotta do it twice per game too.
You guys watched Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, didn't you?
I don't think so.
With the it was the fake not fake, it was the American comedy overdub of a Japanese game show where they go crawling through the mud and running across stones and stuff.
Jeez. Chris.
Your pick, Chris.
You decided to be the Bears.
Not Bears.
What's up, Bears?
The Bears. What's that, guys?
Your home base is
So fortified.
Diving Camper.
Yeah, I better do that.
Notice. No little trays out.
Hey.
Yep.
So if you need to switch your pieces out, you can put them in
Put the
there.
green one in.
He's red.
You took my guy. My guy.
Well, that'll be my seat.
Okay.
Um, who's? Oh, it's Glenn. And he took second placement. Great. I'll take the white
know
guys.
these guys well.
On the greatness. No, we'll switch.
Coin.
Do I risk being last
Stuffed
place?
into Asia.
I see what you did there.
Well, last turn or last
turn?
placement?
Yeah. Well, I got second
Oh,
placement
you got second placement.
from last turn, and I've been bulldozed. Potentially.
Yeah, I think fifth turn should get more armies.
Then fifth turn should select more armies.
Right?
What?
Well, actually, I don't need to take that, so I can do this. Because I'll
there you
get
go.
that automatically. I'm not thinking
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
What did you take?
I did.
Sorry, back to me.
You don't have a whole lot of great choices.
Nope.
It's either fifth turn or no coins.
That's right.
They mean nothing.
Exactly. It's
Take this and
The coins.
this.
Yep. Great. Take your turn.
I've got the turn.
Troops back. And I'll take the placement. This is army. All right. So turn order. I'm first position. So second, third, fourth, fifth.
I got purple guys. Wait.
Purples.
What turn are you?
I'm fifth turn, so I guess I'll
Trade with me.
swap with you.
I'm not even sure which color I am.
You were green.
I'm green? Alright.
I'm pretty sure that's the Bears.
Yeah, there they are.
The Bears.
Alright, who's got purple?
Is that the Balkania guys?
There
Is that
might
purple?
be.
Yeah, you're purple.
It's the
Got all the
it's,
cards I
it's
coins
the,
I
Yeah,
under,
got.
you
it's
did.
the underline right under
Yeah,
the name. Yeah. The only one that's not obvious is
Okay.
that one and the gray one look kind of similar.
Yeah.
Cards, doesn't matter.
Team position.
If I get
I'm
the
first
brown
player.
guys.
Let's see here. Jason is getting 3 missiles.
Fires missiles.
I get 2.
I was telling Glenn I'm tempted to use them all in one turn just to,
Just to unlock
I'm
the
all
second.
on one roll just to unlock the thing.
All right.
Wait, who needs their
Coins.
troops?
I do.
I get 1 coin card. Who else gets coins? You're getting.
I
No.
get I get a
Gets
coin.
I got 2.
I get 2.
none.
There you
Coin card.
go. Coins are turned in. I'm just holding on to my turn card just to remind us that I'm first. Placement. First placement.
It's a me.
All right.
Mario.
Place
Where you
your
gonna be?
base and your troops.
Right?
Place your base in your troop.
My guys.
Yeah. Troop with an E.
Yeah.
All right. Second placement. Glenn. Venezuela is open.
Venezuela it is. And
Oh man.
And
my
8 troops.
troops there. Ugh, stupid fourth capital.
I'm fortified.
Well, you know, you can take it early.
Right, you get down there and take it, and you've got population pretty well locked.
Yeah. Pretty,
Third placement.
Me.
Okay.
the only one that would.
I guess if nothing else, I can then ignore Africa for a while.
Yeah.
Sure, if you want to be ignorant.
Wow.
So, is it my placement now?
You're fourth, is that correct?
Yep, Craig is placed.
Yeah. You're ignorant.
Want me to place your base for you?
Yeah, please. Thanks. I haven't even got my guys separated yet.
You gotta keep them separated.
See, so I was going to say, and I didn't say it while we were drafting, but I came to the conclusion that placement order is now not as important. Because
Everybody has their spot.
everybody
they want.
has a spot.
Yeah.
The only reason that I would want to worry about it is if I wanted to be disruptive, which I did last game,
Yeah.
but never got a chance to do anything with it.
Take someone's good spot.
Alright, so I have my 8 troops out there. We got their troops placed. Take your troop cards if you haven't turned them in already. Alright, and with that, we begin the war. Starting with me. Oh, let's see, I am in Russia.
Oh, do we have a mission?
Yeah, our mission
Mission.
is.
Should we choose to accept?
Oh my gosh, control the stupid islands.
What does that do there like 6 times?
No, it's only in there once.
I've already got 3 of them.
Let's see here.
2.
2.
Pass the pen around.
There's some.
They're all over there.
They are all over here. It's weird. What is my home territory? New Guinea, Eastern Australia, Western Australia? Those are all in the circle, right?
Good question. Why didn't somebody draw like a map of which continent these are on?
That'd be nice.
That's Africa.
So I've got Russia,
Madagascar. No.
Argentina, Ural, Peru.
Japan.
Argentina, Peru.
Hey,
Yes, so the home territory for this army is Australia.
home territory for this army is Australia.
Alberta.
Really?
If you
Just
count,
now?
If we count this
Yeah,
game.
you count the one you're on.
Yeah.
So you just converted it? Is it more than any other?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, as long as
Yeah,
it's more
it's-
than the other.
It's 2 in America.
There isn't one here, is there?
Oh, there's 3 in America. Never mind.
There's not. You do
Yeah.
not have a home
Yeah,
continent.
That's why I'm counting 2, 2, 2, 2. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. No, it's 3 versus 3.
Oh, then you don't
I
have a
was-
home
I was
continent either.
wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, do we?
I
Do
think
we
I
wipe
stuck
the-
Alberta in
You're
something.
welcome, time roller.
Okay, now here's the question: do I write the one currently?
Oh yeah.
Oh, then I'll be because Alberta's on here twice.
Yeah, so you'd be North America.
Okay.
Yeah, I was neglecting
So what's the
Alberta
bonus
as
for
well.
being you're in your home territory?
When you take a card, if there's not one of a territory you can control, you can take one. You must take one of your home
Gotcha.
continent if there is one.
So he has to take Indonesia.
I would have to, yeah. Because Australia.
Can I mark the win on here yet?
please don't.
Go for it.
I've heard you try to do that before. I'm gonna allow that. Sorry, I want to make sure on the setup here I got this right, since we've missed things before. Drafting, player turn order. After all starting turns within the player with the first
You
turn.
started in Brazil like a good guy.
I can't.
Turn.
They don't let me because there's a sticker there.
That's right.
Yep.
Peru.
I would have. I would have rather.
If he
started.
wins, he will put his city there.
In Brazil, well, he'll be allowed to put a city there? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anyone that he controls. Yeah. Or no, the home city is wherever you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he did put his name here, so I mean, I don't know if it's stagger. That is a bummer though about having the world capital there.
Yeah.
Is that makes it that much harder for you to control a territory that you're or a continent you're supposed to get a bonus for.
Yeah.
Missions, lead tax, okay,
I don't know
so
what to recommend with you on that. You just go down and take it while you have a bunch of troops.
and
Yes.
take
Yeah.
take your licks. Yeah, exactly.
I hope,
All right, so first
I
turn I
hope you
get
don't overwhelm me. on
3
the-
Well, I've got a
reinforcements,
continent to try to control myself. So
We all get 3 reinforcements.
and then I have to work out my logistics here.
yeah.
So I need at least 3, 4, 5 to go across there to lose the 1. If I want to have 2, shoring those up.
You gonna move into Sloppyville?
Yeah, Sloppyville. It's my favorite place. And then I'm going
It's
to
kinda
need to
cool.
push.
Yeah, probably.
I need to push 2 into Northern Europe to get 1 to stay. And then
this turn?
I can. I'm just not gonna be able to do it the way I want to. So I do that and then reinforce. I'm gonna pull this guy up here, so that at the end of my turn he can die.
That is
Thin,
very
Yep.
thin.
very thin. Your mom's from Sloppyville, says Homer.
Hey.
At what point are you guys bringing themed snacks while playing? French fries.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
It's a joke from Better Off Dead when I said Peru. She mispronounces Perrier as Peru.
Peru.
She has a French themed dinner. It's French fries and French bread and French dressing.
I feel like it's not the real French. What about French's mustard?
Ooh.
Oh,
You should have had that. Hiya, kid.
We don't have background music for this game.
Right?
You need to get some
Bum,
creative
bum,
comment.
bum,
Creative
bum, bum,
comment.
bum.
On your turn.
Flight of the Valkyries. I like it.
Yeah. I'm expecting more.
It's like, what do you do, right?
Do it all. Just push them all.
Just
4, 5.
You just have to send 6 armies to Argentina.
Yes, I do.
That is disgusting. You put your extra 3 in, right?
Not yet.
Oh,
I'm
you
just
need to
trying
do
to.
that first.
Here's
Yeah,
my.
I was
There's
gonna
the
say
5 dead.
Yeah, but you're gonna need the 3 to occupy the rest.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and Peru. South America is like punishing now.
Yeah. No,
So
it's
I didn't add my 3, it doesn't look like, did I?
There's 8 on there.
I
Yeah.
lost
then-
2.
my end
Yeah.
turn. Let's see if Jason lets me have that. Or Craig.
Yeah, you have 3 more.
All right.
Not that, to be honest, not that it gives me anything extra, because it
There's 3.
doesn't push me above 12.
Right.
Yeah,
You're still
doesn't
just
say.
getting you're getting the bonus
I'm
3.
still getting the bonus.
bonus
3.
2.
Yeah.
If you count the Peru penalty now.
Yeah.
Blah.
So,
You lost the 1. I heard. Perfect. He gave the super dodgeball death sound.
Blah. Blah.
All right.
She had 3 armies.
He's got him in his hand.
Yeah.
there.
Ollie, no. No, come here.
Craig, I will point out to you the same thing I pointed out to Glenn when he and I were in Africa and Europe.
A little sloppy there, man.
Being able to just stand off against each other was perfectly fine and not have to bother.
Oh,
each other.
don't pick on you is what you're saying.
Don't pick on either of
I
us.
hadn't
We're
really
fine.
I hadn't really planned on it.
See, there you go.
I wasn't planning on picking on you. I was going to avenge you, maybe.
yeah, that's what my fear.
I love being avenged. Nobody ever sticks up for me.
I'm sure the guy has to wipe someone off the board.
That's
He is.
that's
If he
my
wants a
fear.
star, oh, I
It's-
see.
it's
And
only-
you did the hard part.
He has
I
to
know.
acquire cards.
Yeah, it's only
that's
three
why I
plus
should-
three
Oh,
resource
yeah, yeah.
cards.
That's why I shouldn't have taken it round 1. Is because he can just walk in now.
Oh, you have to acquire the cards from the person you guys have.
Well, but you're going to get reinforcements before. Oh, you mean the
He could attack me right now.
Yeah, I could.
He could wipe me off the map this round.
You're talking about the
In
capital.
theory. What do I got there?
Yeah, and so I made the capital
Six.
easy pickings for
I
him.
don't know. He's got 5 armies. That's
Yeah, no.
that's thin.
So I will hold. I will resist.
Okay.
Dog.
I'll be nice.
All right. So let's see. I'm getting
He doesn't want to be anything than you want.
see,
Tell her
7,
what I know.
8, 9, 10, 11. So not quite there.
Stop it.
So I'm getting 7 armies.
Stop.
Unfortunate though. We should have been smart about this and started trading off the Middle East. Let's see. We're
So
gonna
say
go
you want to swap India?
there, one there. Do this. I'm going to go ahead and push and push.
population.
Tied.
It does tie for largest population, but it does push me up to 12
Yep.
for, well, 13 technically now for control, 14. Hell, I should push into one more, shouldn't I? 7, 8, 9, 10, and 15. Yeah. I
Should have a war in Afghanistan. Those always go
I should
well.
do that.
Mhm.
I've heard. That's my turn. And then this guy goes, bleh.
No.
I forget. So I remember that if you have the lead faction, they get to pick the first mission, right? They start with control of the capital.
Who has control of the capital?
The lead faction starts with
Yeah,
3 troops in the
the
world,
lead faction.
world capital territory. In addition to that faction's chosen starting territory.
But right now there's no lead faction.
No. The lead faction that is playing, that has won the most games, is the lead faction.
Right.
If more than one faction is tied, there is no lead faction. The lead faction has 2 privileges. They choose which mission card is face up at the start of the game. And the lead faction starts in the world capital with 3 armies. Plus they also get their starting territory. So they have an additional territory at the beginning of the game, basically.
Reinforce.
You know, if we were looking for a light legacy game, is that what we were talking about? Something.
Well, we were
something
just considering what
cleaner.
our options were.
Replaying the space base legacy
Well, we do have the second one.
would be fun
I have the second
and
one.
easy.
It would be.
But so would Machikoro.
Also that. Yeah.
Machikoro would be pretty light, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right,
it's really
Glenn.
You just like it because it sounds like macho. Makes you feel
Machikoro. You said
Macho.
Machikoro. It's such a terrible offset there. You just you don't want to commit to that at all. That's your turn?
That is.
Yeah,
that's
because you
all
took the guy, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I'm in the same boat.
What's funny is we're filling up the board faster than I think we ever have before.
Territory wise, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
because we're not sitting here pondering.
I mean, literally the entire Western Hemisphere is full.
Yep. And as usual, Asia is just a ghost town.
Yeah.
It's a barren wasteland.
You get mad at me if I push out and take Afghanistan?
Does it matter?
Take Afghanistan?
Do
I mean,
it.
no, that's
Take
yeah,
Afghanistan.
sure.
Yeah, do it.
We need to start trading off to get cards. It's fine.
Exactly. Take Afghanistan. And
And
while you're at it, take Russia.
Glenn, shut your face. Nobody asked you.
I'm stuck down
You're one.
in South America.
There you go. I give it up.
Alright. And I immediately reinforce. And I have Indonesia.
You
So I'll
do.
take Indonesia.
Whew.
Hey,
Oh,
go
my
ahead.
See, I'm getting this 6.
Oh, I don't like the looks of that.
Should be. Yeah, 6 territories.
And my guy.
7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 6 total. Yeah, right.
How do you get rid of that? Your white sticker when
You
you
have to win the game.
White sticker it.
Really?
Or I could just peel
Hey,
it off when
Ollie,
nobody's looking.
You're gonna go to your kennel if you don't be quiet. Go on. Go lie down.
You should have him say hi to Sophia real quick.
Quiet.
Okay, let's go play with Brazil.
He's coming at you.
Brazil.
I have no idea.
Who's ready to be played with?
Wally,
I'm
quiet.
I know, I was gonna say.
6-3-2.
I got
Five.
6.
Come on,
Make
you
it-
got
You
five.
haven't
You have a
minus
minus
one.
one.
Oh, it's a 5. Yep, you got it.
All right.
What were you gonna say? Make you a deal?
Do you want to go in your kennel?
Thank you.
You can use your
Do you want
missile.
to go in your
I
kennel?
could. Everybody
Quiet.
uses their missile. Let's use 3 missiles in Brazil.
Quiet.
Unmodifiable 6.
See what happens. Oh, come on. Let's not.
Okay, fine.
Low-
I'm okay with trading off.
Wow, such nice guys.
Yeah.
Wow, you're way nicer to him, Glenn.
I,
Yeah.
well, I was more worried he was actually going to do what he did.
He
I'm like,
should.
He doesn't have years of playing games with you to
This is true.
develop the
To
animosity.
develop that instinct. This is true.
And a ding. And a ding.
Craig isn't nearly as funny when he gets mad.
Give him time. Give him time. Yeah, he's pretty even keeled. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets mad mad about
Now,
much.
has anybody, have
Not,
we marked
not
off,
about games, like.
have we
about
marked
like
off
this,
any
right.
of Russia's defense ticks yet?
No,
Yeah.
nobody's
Nobody's
gone
attacked
at
it.
it with 3 armies.
Wow.
I tried it once, but it didn't work out very particularly well.
Did you attack with 3
I
though?
don't remember.
I don't think
I
you
would've-
did.
I don't know why I would have gone in there with less.
Well,
My recollection was that when you attacked, it was only 2 armies
my recollection
that
is,
one time.
That would have been a bad idea.
my recollection
Shame on
is
me.
that when you,
You were taking your chances.
It doesn't even matter.
is that you're the only one who's owned it since it's been fortified.
No.
No,
Was that that one
I
that
let
you
him have it
between?
when I took the other one.
Yeah.
When I went and screwed you over.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
not screwed you
I
over.
started
I
in
mean,
Scandinavia.
disrupted everything. He
Exactly.
moved in. That's
Is
the
it-
only time he's owned it since I fortified it. That
Right.
anybody else but me has taken.
Yeah, but you've only owned it once since you fortified it, right?
Oh no,
Twice?
at least twice. At least twice. Well, I won it in game 4, and I've only not taken it once. So I've taken.
Oh.
There have been
Never
3
mind then.
games I've had it. All right,
We were all
so
just scared of it.
it's a bastion, man.
Especially when he has the demechanactor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although technically that says it's fortified, so
You wouldn't double.
I don't think it would double up because
Yeah.
it's already fortified. The word fortified means a certain thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's if it wasn't fortified, it would be treated as such.
Yes,
Whose turn is it?
it is me.
Oh, it is. Okay. Sorry.
So I do believe I should get 8 now. I control 9 territories plus 5 populations. So, or is it 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 5 is 14. Oh dang it! I didn't quite get there. That's why I wanted Afghanistan.
Sorry.
That's okay. So 4 and 4 is 8. I still get 8.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. So
For a competitive combat game, we spend all too much time apologizing for
we're very Canadian risk players.
I'm sorry, Surly.
Don't be sorry. Be quiet. Jason's parking units off of.
Well,
off
you
of
think that 3 is an offensive load?
No, it's not. But the problem is, it's looking at a territory that's constantly dying.
Yeah.
Hopping off to do work. We'll be back when I wash the dishes. That's right. You go wash them dishes, Helmer.
Should I make a joke about that big woman's work? No, just
Whoa, easy there, easy. Hell, this is stupid. Forget it.
I only say that because I know it would annoy her.
Right. Yeah. We're gonna do it. Let's start making enemies here. Let's start with you, Jason. Let's just see what happens here.
Wow.
Iceland to Greenland.
3 nukes. Find out what happened.
Yeah. 5-3.
3-1. I don't want to lose it already. I'm gonna missile you twice, you dirty numpty.
2 missiles?
Yes.
Damn it. You're gonna give me the chance? Do I want to waste my missile on that? No, I don't.
Hey, we would unlock
We would unlock something. I know. I'm a sucker for that, but not yet. Gotta save it for the right time. All right. So
The right time is now to unlock something.
do it again. Jason doesn't know I've got missiles. I'll launch at him on any day.
I got 5-4.
5-3. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Now is it my turn to missile up?
Your choice.
Even if I do, you could do 1 to screw me over, huh?
If you do 2, I can do 1, and then we'll unlock that shit.
Do it. I'm playing 2.
All right, so you're
Nice.
6-6.
Yep.
I'll missile to
Sweet.
Single 6.
All right. So we each lose 1. Let's get our armies out of here.
Even
Just
if I
to-
lose the territory, I think it was worth it.
It's fine. All right. So
No, I have no more missiles.
open when 3 missiles are used on the same combat roll.
That's probably going to totally ice Greenland, and I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we have a new faction.
Defender
Oh
loses.
no.
Oh, really?
Yes, with event cards. Oh my God, mutants.
Nice.
Oh,
They
yeah.
came from Iceland.
Oh, they have all kinds of crud on there.
Yeah, and new events here. Okay,
Wow,
so
that's cool.
controlling all biohazard territories in the Fallout territory earns you
A star.
a star. When attacking the Bringer of Nuclear Fire's troops, you may reroll 1s on all attack dice until they're no longer 1s. Biohazard and mercenary star effects are reversed for you.
So you add a unit?
Nice.
Yeah. You don't lose troops if in the Fallout territory or from mutant event cards. So obviously one of these so I guess Greenland is going to become a Fallout territory. We'll find out here in a minute. This is appropriate.
Yep.
Oh my gosh! All right.
Like I said, I've won 3 games, and a couple of them quite convincingly. So if my campaign goes sideways from here on out, it'll be worth it.
All right, evolution cards. The war progresses. Here's what we want. Oh my gosh, there's 6 war progress cards here. Why don't they print these?
Listen, with that last comment, you're going to make me say something inappropriate. Now knock it off.
Okay. So let's see, make sure. The unthinkable has happened.
You guys fire Z missiles.
The factions pushed the war until someone unleashed a nuclear device. There will be consequences. Place the Fallout Zone reference sticker on the game board now.
I was never told these were nuclear missiles.
Apparently one of them was.
The last one was.
The last one. Remove half your troops round up when entering this territory. If you control this territory at the end of your turn, remove 1 troop from it.
Oh,
So this is a new rule sticker.
Nice. Hey, at least it's not gone.
Yeah.
The player that played the 3rd missile.
Which was you, wasn't it? No.
Technically,
no.
I played the first 2 to do
Yeah.
6s, and you responded with the
All
3rd.
right. Yeah.
All right.
The player that played the 3rd missile gets to choose whether it is the attacking or defending territory that has been nuked and changed forever.
Nuke Iceland.
Place the Fallout Zone mark on the chosen territory. This mark covers any city and scar on the territory. Find the territory card for the Fallout territory and destroy it, even if it is currently in a player's hand. Reshuffle the territory deck. Where do you want it?
Well,
Iceland.
clearly, right?
I don't know.
What's remove half of your troops round up when entering this territory. If you control this territory at the end of your turn, remove 1 troop from it.
So it's like a super biohazard.
Yeah, I mean Iceland.
Okay, so
I mean, I would think that's the right choice, right?
Yeah.
Although I like Iceland, I've been there twice.
this covers all of that. And now we destroy the Iceland card.
Oh, I had no idea what the fallout would be from this decision.
You suspected.
I didn't realize
There's
he was
3
going to
from
be
the
able
top.
to pick from the attacking.
Yeah,
She probably wasn't listening when you said that.
Yeah, I
that's
don't.
all right.
I wish it was just the territory that was being attacked, to be honest. But I mean, because more missiles went that direction.
But I would,
theoretically.
but yeah, but,
But
I
he
was
defended with the
wired-
nuke.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
apparently.
defended with the ultimate response.
Exactly. Stopping the troops from invading
Yeah.
from the location.
Does that mean all your troops are wiped out?
I don't know yet. We have 4 more cards to read.
Oh, do we?
Oh, dear.
Funny.
Oh boy. So it's like a dead 2-man city. Is what it is. You move in there, you lose 2 guys.
Yeah.
Unless
As you
you're
know,
the
you lose
mutants.
half your guys.
Unless you play the mutants. The mutants.
No, you don't play the mutants. I think the mutants are like an
The
independent.
mutants play
faction.
you.
No, you're going to be able to choose. It's going to be one of our.
Weird.
It's just
All right. So,
I see all there.
pardon me while I do the
Ooh,
unthinkable.
and it's got scratch offs.
You've done it. No, it'll never. It's legacy now.
It is. It was legacy before. What do you want? Okay. Remove the 1, 2, or 3 attacking troops and the 1 or 2 defending troops in the battle. Then remove all troops and demolish any HQ in the Fallout territory.
so what?
We've already lost our troops for
Yeah.
the battle.
Oh, okay.
And then, wow. No.
Each
You
territory.
get to keep the 2 you still have alive.
You still keep yours.
Oh.
Now, hang on. Each territory connected to the Fallout territory by land loses by land,
By land.
Right.
which
Oh,
none
which
of
is
them
none.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loses 1 die worth of troops. If a player is knocked out or eliminated, he discards any resource cards. Put the 8 mutant event cards aside. They will go into the event deck for the next game.
Oh, all
Cool.
So those are for next game.
Game
Now
took a
for-
turn.
Place the Bringer of Nuclear Fire scar on the faction card that played the third missile just below the faction name.
Nice.
What is that again? Say it.
Bringer of Nuclear Fire. It goes
little
right
tiny-
below your name in that little white spot.
And that's the mutants have an advantage against you.
Starting next game, there will be a mutant faction who want revenge, especially against the Bringer of Nuclear Fire. Mutants are drafted like any other faction, but have a unique way of evolving through their event cards. Their faction card includes a private mission in red that can earn them 1 red star token once per game. Do not scratch off the covered area in the mutant faction until instructed. After the devastation of the nuclear attack, the other factions begin researching alternative weapons. From that research comes missile powers included in this pack. These powers can be activated by discarding a missile. Each faction with an empty brown slot will get 1 missile power, although not at the same time. See the missile rules in this pack for more info.
What fires and missiles?
Do we get to choose them as we're using them?
These are the missile powers. So there's 2 here. I don't know. Okay, so this is placed in the section of the rule book. So missile power rules.
So basically, somebody who wants to fight Jason needs to play as mutants.
Yeah, exactly.
Next game, I won't necessarily be the.
I was gonna say, yeah.
That's
Maybe
true.
he'll be the mutants.
Missile powers. A faction with an empty brown slot gains a missile power, player's choice, the next time it earns a red star token during a game.
Okay.
Starting tokens do not count, but we don't have this. Once per turn, you may discard 1 missile to use the power. Players may still use missiles in combat. Bringer of Nuclear Fire. At the start of the game, the Bringer of Nuclear Fire faction receives 2 missile tokens as long as the mutant faction is also playing. These are in addition to any tokens received by the player. Fallout Territory Rules Part 1. Whenever a faction expands into or conquers the Fallout territory, it immediately loses half its troops rounded up. So you can still take it, but you're losing half of what you're in there for rounded up. This does not affect troops you are sending into battle while fighting for the territory. Only the troops you eventually send into the territory when or if you conquer it. Part 2. You cannot place troops into nor maneuver troops through the Fallout territory. Remove 1 troop from the Fallout territory at the end of your turn if you control it. So you can't place reinforcement troops directly into the zone.
Or through it.
Or through
And
it.
you can't
Yeah,
move,
it
you
breaks
cannot,
your-
it breaks your
My-
line of,
Chain.
yours would work.
I was gonna say
yes.
my
The
faction
air-
thing
air
finally
rocket.
has a reason.
Now things are making sense.
Mutants are unaffected by the Fallout territory rules and should treat it like a biohazard territory. Note, the Fallout territory can no longer be marked, scarred, or modified in any way. Missile powers. Keep this card in the box until all powers have been placed on factions, then destroy this card. Interesting. Oh, I see. There are missile power stickers you can
Oh.
add. There are 5 different ones, so I will allow you guys to read these at your leisure. I will get these put onto the rule book after we're done here. Of course, now my whole plan is screwed.
Let's see what's in the envelope. It'll be great.
Wow, that definitely makes Europe a little harder to play now.
Yeah, so now South America and Europe both have gotten kind of lousy.
Choppy. Yeah.
And the only way to reinforce Iceland is at the beginning of your turn, right? You can't.
You
Well,
can't,
you can
but you
conquer
can't
it.
drop them in directly. You have to move them in.
Yeah,
And moving them in makes you lose half of them,
Half of them.
and then you lose another one at the end of your turn.
yeah.
So you can't add if you because once you move in there and control it.
You should be able to reinforce at the beginning of your turn. And
You
then-
cannot place troops into, nor maneuver troops through
Oh.
the Fallout territory.
Gross.
Wow. So you got to place it into Scandinavia, and then it has to be your only reinforcement.
Yeah.
If you want to hold it.
Yep.
Brutal.
All right. Hey, Chris. At least if I fight you in Afghanistan, there should be a better outcome.
You think? I rolled a 2.
I got a 6.
What?
Sending 3, bringing back 2. I guess I'm taking Well, I can take either Southern Europe or or no, is it, what am I, North America?
No, you're Australia.
Who am I?
Australia, okay, so nothing there for Australia, so Southern Europe it is. No event.
Eastern United States.
Jason. You're getting 8,
I probably won't be attacking Iceland, just FYI.
you think?
Do I get 8 or 6? 8 or
You have 9 territories plus 4 population.
right now I've autographed that one, so I get a bonus, right? So how that
Oh,
works?
yeah. So you're getting
6 from
6
that.
from
9,
that.
10, 11, 12, 13. So that's gonna be 4. You don't have the roundup, do you?
No, I wish.
So 4
4.
plus 6, so 10 armies.
Damn.
This is what I was trying to prevent, honestly.
Yeah.
But
I get 4, you said? Yeah,
10 total.
10 total, yeah.
I mean, I guess Iceland really does kind of make a hard barrier.
I was gonna say you just
Yeah. I just what?
saved yourself basically.
Hopefully.
Or you made America much more strategic.
I don't know when I'm ever going to get a card. I can go down there.
Torture Glen,
and do that.
Well, you're right
or
here.
just go right through to Siberia.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't done enough to me?
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm blanking. Blue tattoo?
And memory serves, it was a mutual thing to fire all 3 missiles.
Hey, we were we were having a gentlemanly war.
Oh, you're going to Japan.
Yeah, I am not quite sure what I'm doing now. I'm not used to being able to actually expand. That hasn't been something that's been.
Weren't you going to go fight Siberia to get yourself a card?
I got it. I'm all right.
Okay. Missile power.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna reinforce one there just to keep Glenn from getting Randy.
So you have to use a missile to do these?
I would assume so.
I think that's what it said.
It says next time it earns a red star.
Yeah, you have to earn a star to pick your missile power.
You get to pick one when you get a star, but you can only use it by firing a missile.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's a
Once
missile
per
power.
turn, you can discard a missile to use the power.
Boy, it seems pretty weak for a missile. Except I guess everybody starts with missiles when they do
Well, at
one.
least it does something other than just give you a 6.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of the point to give you options.
Yeah.
Well, to give the faction
Wanna
options,
read
to
'em?
be fair.
Some interesting things.
You know, I'm going to attack from Peru into Brazil.
Peru.
Oh, actually, hold
Are
on.
you sure?
Hold on, Glenn just screwed up. Because Glenn does not have
The
the
continent.
continent bonus. Yeah, I just realized.
Oh, take back 2.
Well, that changes
Wanna
things.
place
in
one
a
in Peru, right?
Negative. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to decide whether I want to keep Peru. The problem is that I'm an easy. Well, this sucks. So many levels.
That one army could be the difference.
Yeah, I'm going to attack from Argentina into Brazil.
Fox and I have a 4, right?
You do have a missile, Glenn.
Yeah, I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
Sad, but I'm going to use it.
He's busting out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, yeah, mistakes were made. I just realized the really terrible mistake I made. But all right,
You should try to discover those before.
I'll
you do.
reinforce back into it, and then I will lose the other stupid because I wasn't paying attention.
Stupid.
Stupid thing.
Stupid.
I'm not gonna get my stupid bonus. What is available over there?
What's your home?
What's your
My
home?
home
Yeah,
is
because the
is-
signature negates that, so you still get 2.
No, I'd have to have all 4 territories.
If you, yeah, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
you lose one,
Yeah.
but you,
So I guess I'm just getting a coin.
Okay, cool.
Just getting a coin.
Okay. You're getting 5 armies.
Are we supposed to?
Oh yeah. Hang on, Chris.
Oh
before
yeah,
you
there
go
might
in.
be an event.
No. Okay.
it's uneventful. Let's beat on Afghanistan again. Afghanistan again.
Afghanistan again? 4.
5.
Right.
Alright. I don't have Alberta. Or the eastern United States.
Alright.
I'm burning through all my cards.
Right.
Wow, no events.
Great.
Southeast.
Okie dokie, you got 6 again.
Yes.
Hey, that's me.
Let's go for Brazil.
Brazil.
Well, then you've got Brazil.
4.
Instead of
Six.
no.
Just throws you in the ocean.
Yeah.
He has no regard.
The sanctity of human life. He's gonna do it.
It makes sense for him to do it. He probably should have done it right away.
Yeah, should have. Cost less.
Yeah.
Done what? Wiped you out?
Yeah, he needs to. He's
That
getting a
is a-
star
that is
for
a-
it.
If
No,
we're
he has to have
defending
3
against me, it's
cards.
bunker territory. So
You
you're
have to have
in
3
shape
cards
defending
for him.
Yeah.
No, if he eliminates me, doesn't he get a start?
Do you have 3 cards?
Oh, I do
Just
not.
two.
No.
Get two.
You have to have 3.
Oh, 3. Okay.
He's milking you.
Yeah, it's
Okay. So
eliminate.
you need to let me do it. So maybe you don't want to.
Stockpile.
Yeah, you
guys.
pull them all back again.
Let's do Argentina. Let's see if we can get that thing.
There you go.
See how expensive that is.
Is not fortified or anything?
No.
It should be. You'd think.
That's not gonna work.
I had the opportunity. I did
One,
not. 5-3.
5-3.
He defended twice. He lose 2. Or he misses.
Let's missile one.
Okay. So
So
it's
it's
1
1
and 1 and 1.
Ooh, 3-2.
Jeez.
I'm trying. Oh, 5-1.
1
4.
1.
4.
1 and
Yeah,
1.
5-1. So each loses 1. Yep.
Yep.
Jeez.
Wow, your rolls are
There
terrible.
we go.
Three
Finally.
loses 2.
They're nice. The dice are being nice to me today. That's better.
That's
6 5
Yeah,
5.
threw it down to
6-4.
Each loses 1.
Yeah,
Jeez.
you're making him pay.
Yeah.
Putting up a big fight. Telling you, 3 to 1. Oh, double
There we
6.
go.
6.
Oh,
That's
rude.
all it takes.
Alright, so Craig, you're down to 2 now.
Yeah. Jeez Louise.
6.
There we
Oh,
go.
We're
Got
bound to run out.
No
eventually.
candy, Glenn. No
yes,
candy.
no. Kimmy Kim is not feasting on the candy
No
right
candy
now.
today. Really? You reinforced Brazil?
That's what I'm trying to.
It's just you lose the. You have the defensive disadvantage there.
Yeah, I know.
He could have kept attacking. He could have taken Peru.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
So what do you
that's
get
great.
if you own the world capital?
5 population.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now.
he easily has most now. He's at 9.
Yeah.
That's going to feed his armies until I go and attack Africa, because I should. Did you take a coin?
I did.
Okay, so then this needs to go.
Northern Europe.
All right, what am I getting here? Not a lot. 8 territories plus 5 population, so 13.
You get 4. You get
4. It's a far cry from 8. What do I do here? I feel like I'm in a really bad position here.
Really?
Yeah, maybe.
And I don't know what to do. That's the problem. I don't have a good alternative necessarily. I mean, I can do stupid things. Oh my gosh, this is awful.
Oh.
Fight.
Yeah. I just don't know. What the best play here is really. I feel like this is kind of a waste, but
You're gonna trade Afghanistan? Yeah, you're gonna trade
yeah, I'm
Afghanistan.
gonna go Afghanistan. 4.
1.
Okay.
Here comes Afghanistan. Oh, I forgot to do this last turn. Or did I?
I don't remember.
Yeah, there
doing
should
that.
always be 1 at the end of the turn.
Let's do my card. Alright, I'm gonna reinforce here. And then take. You're up.
Event.
Oh, this ought to be interesting. How many of these look at population?
Yeah. Usually,
Ah.
usually they screw me
Yes! Every player who controls a major city must roll a die, adding
Okay.
1 to the roll for
Oh,
each
no.
troop in HQ in the territory. For modified roll is lower than 6, remove troops equal to the natural die roll and demolish any HQs in that city. So,
Oof.
Chris,
I have to roll 5 or better.
pretty much, yeah.
Son of a.
Destroy 3 armies and any HQs in that territory.
Wow.
Craig,
Oh dear.
destroy 1 army and any HQs in that territory.
It's gonna make it really hard to win today.
Jason,
So I have to roll what?
4 or better.
4 or better.
Lose 3 armies, destroy a fort.
Okay, there's no points left on the board. Just FYI.
Well, I've got mine. I have to roll 4 still.
Yeah.
So I need a 4 or better.
Are you sure you're reading that right?
You want to read it?
It's brutal.
It's bad.
I thought Mark was gonna elbow the guy sitting next to us, and he was like, "Let me see the rule book."
I know, like, dude, shut up.
All of a sudden, I'm not doing as bad.
Oh, I
Oh, he
survived.
catches, of course he does.
Now everybody's coming for me. Any other major cities? That's the only major cities, right?
Well,
Yeah.
Glenn.
No,
No,
these
yeah.
are-
Oh,
this
Oh,
is
that-
a major
that's not a
city.
city, that's
That's
just
right.
sports.
That's right.
Unfortunately, I was never able to get one. So
This is a major city.
Okay. That is not major
No.
city. That's a world captain. Well, that was delightful.
I
Alright,
disagree.
Jason, what do you want to do? So Jason does not get his 6 army
Continent
territories.
bonus.
Continent.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Nope.
No. And I think you skipped this one too. So this should be 8 territories, 9, 10, 11,
Yeah.
12, 13. So 4 armies.
4 armies.
Lame.
Wow, that just slowed all of us way down.
Can I read it? Just.
Sure, yeah.
Yes, I want
so
to.
it's-
Jeez, leave it alone.
It is brutal.
That basically means we have to get stars from now on, pretty much.
Yeah, you have to turn cards in for stars.
Actually, we did it. We did it wrong, didn't we? So you add 1 for each troop and HQ. Did
Yeah.
we do that?
and HQ.
Yes. So you add 2 to each roll for us with 1 in there. I still lost
I was gonna
because
say.
mine turned into a 5.
You said-
For each army and HQ.
Yeah.
Okay, then Jason should have survived
Okay.
Yeah.
because he rolled a 3.
Yeah.
And I had, what, 2 units on there?
You did.
Yeah.
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 Greg with his 1.
Okay. So I gotta recount this and 1, 2.
You should have 10. Or, 10.
You got a problem with me rereading it now, Jason? Cranky bastard.
Right, so I get 6 for my continent.
And 4 for your territories. Oh,
no, it's gonna
no,
be
you get 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 11 total.
How am I going to win?
I gotta take something over. Each United States is sitting there.
Right.
Right? Won't be hard.
Well,
The
it's
nice
got 3
thing is
units
you got-
there, you know.
Yeah, your first,
Yeah,
the
that's
first
true.
place you attack, they get a
That's
negative.
true. I don't know why I'm putting more there.
I don't know why you didn't want to take the opportunity to eliminate Glenn right there
Yeah, no, that's true.
and get his base for a point.
It's not a bad, it's not a bad, not a bad option.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, sometimes it swings in my favor.
Wow. Alright.
Well, let's see. Us missileless armies will be going at it. And you have a negative
Negative
1.
1, yeah. On my lower or upper die?
A defender subtracts 1 from his lower defense die in the first territory you attack during this turn.
5/5. Each loses 1.
6, 4.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Each you lose.
you.
Each loses.
Each loses 1.
Each loses 1. Let's see. I calculated the same result.
Doesn't.
I was like Jason stacking up his lands out of Cosmic Frog backwards the whole game, but it didn't matter because it was the same outcome. 5, 4, 5, 2. Each loses 1.
Knock it off, Glenn.
Telling you, this game is. These dice are just mean.
Yeah.
I just go home early.
5, 3,
4,
Damn
1.
it.
4, 1. Glenn loses 2. I am gonna eliminate it. You're just getting.
No, it's
Yeah.
you see where I'm coming in at over here?
I do, in fact. And it fills me with delight.
4, 2.
Each loses 1.
Oh, we turned in our troop cards. We need to keep those, remember? So when you get eliminated, it's half of your starting troops.
Oh yeah, dang it, I always forget that.
Yeah, me too. Well, we don't eliminate very often.
We
That's
don't.
why.
Well, and you're hosing Craig's effort to get his
You got
star
it.
also.
Yep.
Who had the
Oh, well.
10s?
I had a 10.
You had a 10? Who else had a 10?
I had a 10.
You had a 10.
And
And I
you guys
had
had
8.
8. Yeah.
You had the 8, and you have a 6. There you go. You get in there? Glenn has been eliminated.
I
Pass your
have.
cards over.
Well, I get those, right?
You do.
Yep.
1, 2,
Don't get
right there.
There is one more of this stupid card in here, too.
I know, yeah, it's awesome. That's why I added another troop to it. I'm definitely learning
I
my
don't have to worry
lesson.
now. Sorry.
Right?
Sorry, Jason.
Okay,
Now's the time to take
Brazil.
Brazil and
Hit
then,
Peru.
Peru. Well, no, I head to the capital.
What that
He's only got 5 armies there. That's not enough.
I mean, it is considering I could go through Peru, but I don't think it's.
Yeah, because you can always abandon Peru because
Yeah.
then that's a 5 plus 5.
No. But I'm playing playing a different game, I guess. I don't know whether that's smart or not.
I'm
but-
not sure what game I'm playing anymore.
Yeah, that was rough.
That put me off my game for a couple of turns here.
Hey, at least we got some variety.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've already
Absolutely.
reinforced.
Yep.
There you go.
Event.
Well, Glenn, you get to come right back into the game.
Yeah,
Crap, you got Ontario
in China
up there
and
now,
Mongolia.
Jason.
All minor cities containing 1 or 2 troops lose 1 troop.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Oh, you got
That
3
has
there.
some
Yeah.
too.
Only one or two troops, so if it has 3, you don't lose one, or?
That's correct.
Okay.
If there's
Yeah,
one or
yeah,
two,
3.
you lose one. You have 2 there.
I did. I took
Okay.
it away.
Cool. Glenn.
Start in Indonesia. Just kidding.
And that's your turn.
It is.
I mean, unless you want to expand, you can.
You can't.
I think you can
He's
actually.
not allowed to fight.
Yeah, no, you can. You can fight. You want to take Japan? Go for
I heard you're big in Japan.
it.
Let's take Japan.
Heard you big into Japan.
You
So
get it.
if you start,
And then going into Japan.
if you start in Yakutsk,
You can get a
you
card,
get a card.
but then you can't attack Japan.
But I'm in Yakutsk, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
there.
I'm taking Japan.
All right.
You're gonna try to take Japan. Well, he has a positive assertion.
There
I
you
guess
go.
he manifested it.
All right.
Now he feels safe.
I think you're turning
Well.
Japanese. I think you're turning Japanese.
I don't know
think
if it's
so.
safe, but I
Ah,
get a card.
What is your home?
My home is South America.
Okay, so no. Get a coin. Alberta's off.
Now I'm worth another coin if you kill me off again.
right.
Hey, Mongolia
Wow.
came up, Glenn.
Sure way.
All right, Chris.
Mongolia.
Oh, funny.
Were you just humming? I think I turned Japanese.
Yeah. You know what's funny is
think so.
you are going to be the first person eliminated.
Oh, I think it makes no sense not to.
Yeah, and then we'll get to open another.
I know. Maybe I'll get a
pouch.
bonus for being eliminated. And
You can
this is
re-enter.
good.
You can re-enter as the mutants.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah, they just automatically just pop into Iceland.
There's got to be some bonus for being eliminated.
the first one eliminated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I think so.
that really.
Balance it out a little bit.
Yeah, I was
On the
gonna
wall
say
of shame.
because it's gonna have something,
What'd you do, Chris?
some comeback mechanism.
I'm not sure.
So you got 3 armies.
Yeah.
You gonna retake your continent?
Oh, ouch.
Why? I mean, 2 armies is better than no army.
Cost
Whoa.
me 3.
One time.
One army, because
Yeah, because the
Continent's
continent's drained.
drained.
Yeah, exactly. If he wins, he puts a +1 on it.
Chris, he's got a bunch of cards. You can turn them in. Get a
Well, yeah,
bunch
I
of
mean,
them.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
And you
decide.
well, and your area is fairly well defended.
Yeah,
You could use the 3 troops just to take back Western Australia. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, you could. You could just spend your turn taking it.
But
Oh, hush.
those events are rough. Ask Craig.
Great. Ask anybody.
He's
I
been
think
clobbered by it a
we've
couple
all been
times.
pretty significantly punished
Yes.
by these events today.
Yeah.
Finished.
You got off pretty good there, and fortunately, Chris was a rules hawk.
It was good for you, though.
Yep.
I'm just curious. It seemed really unfair.
Well, I remember you. Here's the thing. I remember you reading that it accounted for it. I assumed that when you told me what I needed to roll, that included the 4.
I did not.
Yeah.
My humblest apologies. There are so many rules. I can only remember so many.
Right.
I could hand the rules to Glenn.
There we go. See.
Would you prefer that?
Well, it's good. You know, well, when we played Gloomhaven, we played it for like a year and a half.
Oh my
and
god! I don't think
first-
we ever played the same game
I was
twice.
gonna say, I think we played
No.
it completely wrong for the first 4 months.
And I
then-
sure as hell couldn't tell you how to run those monsters even today. We were constantly looking up rules, always learning. It's like, oh crap! Wait a minute, we've been doing this wrong this whole time. You know?
All right, Chris, what's your?
I have no. I guess I'm trying to imagine. Is there any way that I can win this game?
Only with cards.
Yeah.
Only with cards.
I don't, well, because unless you think you can take, there's 3 left,
Yeah.
but you don't have 1 now,
I
so
don't have
it's,
one.
You've
it's
got
harder.
cards
for you.
already though, so you taking Afghanistan's gonna be you know.
Gain a star, get a missile power.
Well, all of a sudden that island event becomes
Kind of looks interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, controlling 7 now really sucks.
yeah. Not that it wasn't hard enough already.
Yeah, because Iceland is one of them.
One of them.
Yeah.
So you literally have to commit, you know, a expeditionary force just to trigger the mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then somehow hold it for. Well, if you end your turn controlling them, you get the stars.
Yeah. Yeah, at the end of the turn, you get 2 stars, and you get to connect 2 unconnected water territories.
If you're not going to take
But if you-
Australia, you have to take Afghanistan. You need another card.
I was just saying, if you
Yeah.
take cards and you get a star, you're going to get a missile power. You'll be
Now
the first
keep,
one.
keep in mind, your legacy cards right now do count for troops.
I know.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to decide. Do you spend them on troops? Do I spend them on stars?
Yeah,
Do you want-
he does have a missile. So
do you
could
want
be
to
the
have stars
first
upon
with the
Mars?
Missile power.
If I
That's
use
true.
Wouldn't it be great if you got the big star tattoo on his belly?
if you get the star, you'll get the missile power, and you'll actually have a missile to use it with.
The first person eliminated has to get the this tattooed on their belly.
I didn't like the missile powers. I mean, they just all seem wimpy.
I mean,
You know.
they
But
are
you
better.
get one every turn.
They are better
I mean, every-
offensively. Every turn you can
Well,
use
you
one
get like
missile
3
for
every
it.
game,
Yeah.
so I mean they're not that bad.
Right
or
now,
3
missiles
uses.
missiles are stronger defensively.
Yeah. I'm starting with this. All right, I'm gonna just poke at Afghanistan again.
You should consider eliminating one. I don't believe in defending this territory. I didn't even know what color
So
die.
why should I consider eliminating
The
them?
problem is
Just for lulz.
you really need to. Everybody needs to take the rest of this.
So
He can do it.
So he can't
could.
place here, right?
Okay.
Nope.
Sticker.
And yeah, so basically if I just took,
If you take all the rest of the empty territories and wipe him out,
yeah,
you've eliminated him.
That does put you pretty
thin,
thin. Not saying that you shouldn't do it. I'm just
yeah.
because you're gonna have to come through here because you have to take a curse too. So not only do you have to rip
Well,
me
he
out of
doesn't.
here.
He doesn't have to take everything by
Well, it's
himself.
true,
Yeah.
but you're the next person.
Everybody else just has to
Everybody has a chance.
expand.
Chance, yeah,
Yeah.
you're
To
all
block you.
gonna have to expand. Which I think it's worth doing. It's another box to open,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm hoping that it means that I get a sticker on here that makes it better play.
Yeah.
Next time.
Next time,
Yeah.
All right.
and not
You're
just
gonna move some armies into that territory?
Move through.
Oh yeah, I gotta move 3 there, and then
You take Middle East from that territory, so you don't waste your main army.
You can move all your guys up there except for one.
I'm just I didn't I didn't.
How many
clear-
armies do you have in Southeast Asia?
It's
Like
like
eight or
6 or
nine?
7. It's not that many.
No, it's not. The pile
6.
looks bigger
Six.
than it is.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
wiping
2 to
out
1 is not
Glenn
great.
would be difficult.
You wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to take 6 up against his armies. So. Dang
right.
it!
It's gonna happen. It's gonna take you guys a bit to.
No, just wait. You're gonna get some sort of weird event that happens. And
I'll reinforce back in here,
On one coin.
and I'll
Right.
take. I have Southeast Asia.
You do.
I don't have Yakutsk.
Event.
Give 5 to.
This is the one where
Whomever has the largest population.
Is that me still? Six?
Yeah.
You have 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I got reduced to 4. Jason is at 4.
5.
No,
Oh, that's
mine.
you. That's you.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, so me.
The colors
Wow.
are too
Okay,
similar.
Craig.
This has never gone well for me.
Actually, you get a
Either.
reinforce.
Receives 3 troops that can be placed into 1 or more city territories he controls, or he may choose a new mission from the mission deck to replace the current one. Discard the current mission and reshuffle the mission deck.
Well, I know which one I
Well,
prefer.
ordinarily right now, I would swap out the mission, but I need some buddies right
Need
now.
some troops. Yeah.
Has to go into a city you control. One or more city territories you control.
So you can spread
3.
them out.
You can. Yes.
You send them all to Slappyville.
Yep. Slappy, sloppy, slippy, swampy. Samsonite. That was way off.
So now it's
Your turn.
my turn. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 6, 12. So I get 4 of them. 4.
Yep.
6, 6, 12. What?
He's got
population.
Oh, for population
Yeah.
is 6 and 6 territories.
He's got he's got 7 in population.
7.
6 in population.
Six
sorry.
population.
Yeah, six populations, 6 territories, 12. Yep.
Yep.
So it
4
cost me
Four.
3 to put 1 here,
It,
right? Or 2 to,
yeah.
to move them in. Yeah,
those are dead.
and you have 1 more.
And we'll-
Presumably, then you would have placed those in
South Africa.
South Africa or something.
Yeah.
Or place them all in East Africa and you can move them
So
around.
one more to put there, so.
And move
So
two,
I
can
can
move
still
it into
do.
two
Two
down
into there.
and take, yeah.
And then lose that territory again later when that other event comes in.
Of course.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Good.
That's how I roll.
Good talk. Good talk.
And I don't have enough bodies to. I suppose I could.
You can reinforce down into
force Brazil,
Argentina.
As much as I hate that, but.
I don't know. I think I'd go to Argentina
Right. Argentine.
just because it's the world capital and it's going to give you 5 population.
Which hasn't all been all that helpful lately.
You just got your 3 armies, man.
Yeah, that was
None
the
of
first
these-
time.
None of these guys could help us wipe out Glenn.
No, they're not. It's all to us.
I
All
couldn't
of our
I
work.
couldn't have done it yet. I'm not
I say I'll do it next
place
week.
to do it yet. All right, we'll call that good.
He'll get more armies before then.
Coming for Chris now.
See? Maybe we should just let him go. Alright, this is, so you didn't take a territory, so no
No, I
cards
couldn't.
going on? Alright, so where am I at? This is just, I hate counting this every freaking.
You could have. It just would have put you
7
to the
territories for 11, so I'm only getting 3 armies, seriously?
Yeah, well, you don't even have 7 territories here.
Well, plus the 2 in Asia.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Because, yeah, I lost this one.
with
That's
the,
right.
And the -1.
So
Even
I
if
got
you had
3.
Europe, it's rough.
Yuck.
Europe's a hellscape right now.
Was this supposed to cycle again or no?
No, you didn't
And
take
it
a
isn't
territory.
very
Okay,
great
well,
in the
we'll
game
take
either.
territory.
Sorry, Europe.
I don't know. I made that decision. I could have taken Australia.
Just do me a favor and take the Middle East for crying out loud.
Right, yeah. I'll fight Afghanistan.
I'm doing it for the entertainment value.
Oh no,
5,
I think
4.
you should.
All right.
If I was in your position,
Let's move 3. And yes, I will
If
just
I had
expand in the Middle East.
yeah, if I had planned to take out Glenn, I would have distributed my troops differently, and I would have just went straight for him with my Southeast Asian horde instead of taking Afghanistan.
You didn't even take China.
I'm gonna do
Exactly.
You could have
this,
taken China. That would have been less work for me.
and then I will
Mark could take China.
reinforce to here,
No, I can't do. I need some
and then I will get Scandinavia.
It's
Wow, that really didn't help you, really.
I took the Middle East. I did exactly
Could
what
have
you
at
wanted me to
least taken Mongolia
All right.
or China.
Is that my turn?
do. Yes, it is your turn.
You're gonna make him work.
Well, he's got 11 armies.
If not
Let him
more
have
now.
it. Yeah, he might have more now.
I was gonna
So
say.
9, 10, 11, 12, 12 territories plus 4 is 16. So 5 plus 6, yeah, 11 armies.
11 armies. He turns his cards in.
Well, right now there's no other cities for me to take over. I'm going to need a star at some point.
Yeah.
11 armies. Okay, well.
How many cards do you have? 3?
Yeah.
He's gonna have 4 here in a second.
and that includes the 1 extra from
Let me make sure I'm doing my math right here. So
1 extra what?
because he signed the continent.
he counted it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's getting 6 for that.
And you also accidentally threw an extra army onto Kamchatka when you were sorting them. I think.
I don't know.
We'll have to go back and look at the tapes.
There we go.
There's a time delay on the TV.
Too late. It's like 3 seconds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
It was longer today.
8.
8 seconds today.
And I was counting a little slow.
Well, we're going to Japan.
Going to Japan.
Yep.
Yeah, he is. 5, 5-4. Oh, 5-4.
5-4.
You're down. Don't you have the reduction?
I do. Yeah, that's right.
So each loses one.
Yeah.
Oh no. Each loses one.
Yeah.
Well, there's for that one. Glenn one. Ooh, 6.
There you go. It'll move at least 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
That'd
with
be
them all.
silly.
Yeah. All right, on to Irkutsk,
Mongolia.
Mongolia?
Mongolia.
Yeah. You can go to Irkutsk. There you are.
Just gave it up. Gave it up. Give him that card.
Right there. Enjoy.
Uh-oh.
You guys are in trouble now.
What?
Yeah, we are.
Turn in for a star, but that's some units too.
Right?
And then I'll do
Maneuvers.
this of expanding just to complete the.
Yep.
Glenn has now officially been eliminated.
Glenn's been eliminated.
Dun, dun, dun.
Open. First time
Another
faction is
card.
eliminated from the game.
Also write fail on the back here.
Fail.
Yeah, you definitely get a loss on there, actually.
Yeah, we are first, like, eliminated.
Marked loss, yeah.
Yeah.
Just make a pile. I meant to clean that up. I don't have to.
Triple,
Have you a pen there?
triple checking that there's no open
I'm not gonna
territories.
mark it until we absolutely.
Until
Oh,
it's
there-
actually, until we
yeah.
finish this.
There's that's sticker,
That's
so it
sticker.
doesn't
Yeah,
count.
it doesn't count.
Yeah.
All right, war is hell. Sometimes a faction finds itself driven to the brink of extinction. That's when they find a way to rebuild. In this package are blue comeback powers that are to be used on a faction the next time it is knocked out or eliminated from a game. Each faction can only have one comeback power. The player controlling the eliminated faction chooses a comeback power and places it onto the blue slot on his faction card. From now on, whenever a faction with an empty blue slot is knocked out or eliminated, the controlling player chooses a comeback power and places it on the blue slot of the faction card. Place the sticker from the evolution card into the rule box and the matching box. There are also new Scar cards to be used in future games. Place the mercenary reference sticker on the game board. If you
Ooh.
control this territory at the end of the turn, add 1 troop to it. So you're recruiting mercenaries out of the territory area. And now we have all of the rule modifications in.
How do we know? Are we putting a sticker on Japan?
There'll
Or
be
I
a
guess
sticker placed
Mongolia?
somewhere. I don't know where yet. There's the rule sticker, one affection, there's an evolution card, and here are the blue faction abilities.
Yeah.
Okay, which again we can look at those already.
Well,
And 3 new scars.
I think I get to look at them right
Ooh.
now
You do.
because I get to choose one.
Does he get to do that right now or at the end of beginning of next game?
No, because I'm eliminated. As soon as you're
Yeah.
eliminated.
So the problem with the scars is that there's only 3, and you have to have 5 to pass them out. So these scars won't come out on the board until we have other scars that can get added to be handed out. As far as I know. Yeah, you'll be allowed to add a scar to a territory to basically make it recruitable.
That's interesting.
So does he pick one now?
Yeah, because he got eliminated.
Nice.
Yep. So he gets 1 knockout power to put on that faction. And now, so you're done.
I am.
All right.
Is
And
that-
did you cut your cards? Okay.
This is actually the first time we've fully eliminated.
This is
somebody.
the first
Yeah,
elimination.
yeah,
Since,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
So we have an event.
We
Yes.
did.
Yep.
Okay.
Notice I refortified my city.
Yeah, I know. I let go. Whoever has the largest population. Craig.
I abandoned my cities.
Craig has like 9 now.
There's some
Either
interesting things here.
gains 5 troops in any one city he controls, or he may make an immediate maneuver.
Oh, all right. This is working out better.
As long as
Hasn't
you
passed.
expand into a city territory, even if you didn't conquer that.
It has to be a city though, right?
Yes, that you control. One city.
Yes.
You can't go there.
Right. I don't even know how that works. All right, Chris, this is your turn.
Oh. Well, I was going to help Jason kick Glenn out of the game, but that's too late. So,
You're lucky. Glenn was going to tear you up.
That's right. It's coming for you.
so now what?
3 armies.
Yeah. And what do I do?
So do I lean into
But
the
yeah, play risk. That's what I
into it's
recommend.
already a thing by so one of these allows you to place armies in an you can place armies in any location that is unoccupied. So I could literally start over there and
Oh,
start
Lord,
placing
just
armies
drop them
here,
in. Interesting.
and then I could reinforce from either side.
That's cool. That's actually a really cool idea. I don't think we need our troop cards anymore. You can't re-enter the war now.
Yeah.
And place some or all recruited. I can move. I can have it so I can move my HQ.
Actually, that was dumb.
What, really?
Yeah.
Dang, that's cool.
At the start of your turn, you may move your HQ you control to one adjacent territory you control.
Mobile HQ.
HQs cannot share a territory.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
To slowly move it down to
To the capital? Yeah.
All right. I'm going to attack
China.
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 Got a 5. No, I didn't declare where from, but it was there.
You don't control Siberia or Mongolia right now.
Not that it matters, right?
No. Home territory is beyond that one.
Okay, I'm gonna reinforce back to here.
You sure you don't want to use some of those guys to retake Australia?
I mean, I have to burn.
3, 4.
I have to spend 6 and lose 4 to claim it all.
This is stupid, but I'm gonna do it.
I have to move 6 and lose 4 of them.
Yeah,
Right.
well, you know, you
Yeah,
say
so-
stupid, but you may not end up with that
Not
much
yet.
anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Just to gain 1 every turn, you know? I mean, and then to lose them when we have the event that kills people in cities.
If you put enough guys there, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, but then they're just sitting there doing nothing except not
Like
dying.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least those guys are out marauding. Anyway,
What'd you pick?
A big stealthy. The one that allows me to place units and then
Drop it.
unmarked
I
territory.
love that idea.
I was gonna
Pretty
say
cool.
to lean into the.
Now you theoretically have the that will give you an ability. That is a comeback ability, or no? It's
No, that's just an ability that I get to use from this point forward.
So potentially that could allow you to access some of those islands across.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. That's a good one.
uh,
I like it. Not Iceland, but yeah.
it's not an expansion.
Yep. This is not considered an expansion.
It's recruits.
All right.
Yeah, you just essentially
So is it Craig's
recruit
turn?
them out of.
Yeah.
It's Craig's turn. And I took my
Wait,
card.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Does anybody have what's your home
9,
territory? Your home
17.
territory, Chris?
He doesn't have
Sure.
one.
On your
I mean-
card? Oh, he doesn't have one. Okay, yeah.
So wait, you took a coin?
I did.
You did?
I did.
Where'd you put it?
I hid it under my.
Okay, well then did these move?
They did not.
Oh.
We might have another event.
Another
event.
Lordy.
All minor cities contain 1 or 2 troops, loses 1 troop.
Oh.
Minor cities.
That was a nice try there, Greg.
No, I was gonna get 6, but now I don't.
We had 2 in Wakanda.
Yeah, I was just saying, now how many armies do you have?
Yeah, not as many. Definitely not as many as before.
And see, if I'd have done what
Well,
you
you have
2,
16,
3, 4,
or
5,
15.
6, 7
Plus,
plus 9. No,
8.
8,
so
15.
15 gets you 5.
So that's still 5, I guess.
So you won't have that excuse next time.
Yeah,
'Cause
'cause
that
they're
event's
both gone.
Yeah.
Both of those events are gone now.
I hate those events.
All right.
Where are the SCAR rules?
I kind of like Great Britain.
Yeah, I bet you do. It's got 4 stars.
If it didn't have the 4 stars,
I
then
know
wouldn't-
what it has. I
Sorry.
saw this coming from a mile away, and I couldn't do anything about it.
Well, that's okay. I'm rolling like crap, so
4-3, each loses
5,
1.
2.
Don't get irradiated.
6, 4.
4. Didn't want to win this game anyway.
Let's see. What I have to do at least 3.
Yeah, but you want to move more so you can take it.
Yeah, I know.
In case you lose a couple rolls.
All right. 5,
4.
3, back.
I'll be the second one
By
eliminated.
Britain.
All right.
All right, Mark.
You didn't want to take what content?
I probably shouldn't take. It's too late for that, isn't it?
Do you already move troops?
He already
Yeah.
reinforced
Yeah,
those
it's card.
cards.
Yeah.
Wait, you took the card, right?
Yes, of course I took the card. Whole point was to take the card.
Yeah, I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 armies. Opposing my enemies, I can deal with. Opposing events is what's really ticking me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
China.
China's in a row.
5.
A 6. Sorry.
Again.
4.
6.
All right, you got in there.
Reinforce.
Already?
Pre-enforce.
Already.
My, no,
I don't control Mongolia or Siberia, right?
You control Siberia.
I control Siberia?
you do control
Siberia.
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 And
An event.
dang, there were events.
Don't be a jerk, event. Don't be a jerk.
Whomever has the largest population either receives 3 troops they can place in one city they control, or you can choose a new mission from the mission deck.
Well, Craig, you got 3 troops.
Let's do that mission deck this time.
Search the mission deck for.
Oh, I get a pick.
Yep, you get to search it and replace the existing mission, and then we discard the current mission and reshuffle the deck. This is just removed.
Okay, population is 60.
Oh, I guess I get a troop on territory. How many times have I missed that this game? At least 3 times.
Oh no.
It wouldn't matter.
So did you figure out the scars?
No, not yet. I keep trying to find that stupid rule.
Well, is it on one? It's not on one of the new stickers, is it?
No,
Okay.
it is from the very beginning. Here we go. At the beginning of before every game, shuffle the available scar cards and randomly deal 1 to each player. If there aren't enough cards for every player to get one, then no one gets a scar card for this game.
Okay.
There will likely be a few games where there aren't enough or any scars to deal out, but more scar cards will come into the game as you open some of the sealed components. The only one that's left is the one that opens when somebody's going to get excuse me, 30 plus armies while holding a missile. So that'll probably happen here pretty soon.
So the what unlocks when you get 30 plus armies.
When a player is going to get 30 plus armies and has a missile.
Oh, just the 30 plus armies doesn't
No,
do it.
no, you have to have a missile also.
To unlock. Well, damn.
I mean, I can see Craig getting himself into a position to do that.
So is your turn over?
I haven't started yet because
Oh,
he's doing
Let's
his
try that one.
thing here.
Conquer 4 plus city, isn't it?
Cities this turn.
And now it's Jason's turn.
That's interesting.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have
Conquer means fight an army
Yes,
for it, not
yep,
expand
I
into
know.
it.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right?
Plus your 4,
Plus the 4.
19.
So 19 gets me
6
6 armies.
plus 6, so 12.
We're gonna train your cards. This is the,
What's that?
you gotta turn your cards in at the beginning of the game, or beginning of your turn if you're gonna use them as
For troops.
for troops.
Yeah, I know.
Well, or for a star. You have
Or
to
for
turn
a
this game
star,
for a star
yeah.
also.
Now,
No, because I thought you could do that.
No, remember, he
That's
tried.
right, that's
Chris
right.
knows that rule.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, then you tried to change it last week, and Chris was all up in arms
Exactly.
about it.
That's right.
Exactly.
I wasn't trying to change it for myself.
No.
No.
No, I just wanted to retroactively go back and win game number 2 or 3.
Right.
So there's. Well, yeah, I'm gonna turn these in.
Oh boy.
How many? 8?
8. Give me 1.
21.
21 armies.
So it gave me a total of 30. That's why I was hoping that thing would unlock. With
Yeah.
I didn't realize you had to have a missile. Well, I never expected.
I could have done it a couple games ago. So just to be clear, the comeback powers are for knockouts or eliminations. So any faction now that gets knocked out or eliminated
Gets
gets,
to choose one.
gets if they have an empty slot. Page 20.
So now it actually helps somebody to knock them out of the game.
You
Well,
can.
it helps the faction. Anyway.
Some of them are not bad. They're probably better than what I chose, but again, I'm trying to lean into this faction's power. So
I'm suddenly feeling very vulnerable.
Right. Prepare for elimination.
Right?
Yeah, it's starting to feel more like old time, good old fashioned Risk at this point.
Well, and with so few cities, or
Exactly.
yeah, force on the board. How many are left? There's 1.
3. There's only 3.
Yeah, you own 2 of them, so you can get this one and a star.
You
Somehow.
still have to get a red star.
Oh yeah,
Oh wait, how come these are stacking up? There was only 1 just now.
yeah,
He turned a bunch in.
yeah.
Oh, and they go back on the
Of
pile?
course they do. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man, I was like, he was gonna get his star at the end of this turn.
No, I would have had to have taken one of the other ones anyway.
But
Oh,
you can get
yeah.
a star by defeating 4 cities this turn. Conquer 4 cities.
Yeah, yeah. I guess I do have the. I probably have the strength to go after Russia at this point.
I mean, that's kind of what I figured you'd do. That's a win for you.
If nothing else, it's a knock. You're gonna knock the fortification down a little bit too. if
Yeah.
you-
Well, no, yeah.
Yeah. That would be several. I mean, hell, it could. Well, I've only got 2 armies in there to
Yeah.
defend it. So,
yeah, so it's not gonna.
but you probably take it down one
Yep.
notch, 1 or 2.
Well, every attack with 3 knocks it down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, you get 10 of those basically.
And if you, but it bumps your dice up too.
It
So
does.
if you defend well,
I add 2 to my higher die and 1 to my lower die. It is a bastion.
I think. Is that gonna be? That's.
And I've got Siberia getting in the way too.
I know. That's just it. It's
I've got 5 guys
well,
there.
that's one of the cities.
It is.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
He just cuts right across Europe. He's fine. Or hell, you don't even have to go through
I was
Russia.
gonna say you could put all
You
your
could
guys
just-
here and just.
Well, you can put over here and cut south.
This is
Yeah,
this is
that's
you,
true.
but yeah.
Yeah. Either he can do it.
Yeah.
Well, I have how many points right now? Currently, I have
2.
2 points.
So I need to get this and conquer
And take 4 cities. Yeah, taking that gets you a city also. So
Yeah, that sounds like you're.
I'm actually giving Jason the opportunity.
Yep.
Although you definitely would have been able to do it, I
Well,
think, on
that's-
your turn.
I was
That's my
almost, I
plan.
was almost looking more from the standpoint of ones that person you guys
Oh,
could
this is a
achieve it
fairly
easily
easy
because there were
city to
some,
get,
there were
too.
a couple of those in there were just
Yeah.
like, yep, here you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Handing it to somebody else, basically.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. So we'll
Oh, did you shuffle these after?
No, I did not.
Claim Peru.
yeah move in to attack the capital. 5,
1 and 2.
2-1. 5 what?
5, 4.
Sayonara.
Gee, you could hold Peru if you keep 2 in there.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not sure that's my ultimate goal. I'm tempted to take this just but then I'd have to defend the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's.
That's 1 city.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because this one doesn't count if you claimed it. Yeah, so that's actually smart.
Yeah, it's not conquered.
yeah, I'd have to get.
Those 3.
Well, let's go into Whatever.
Siberia.
Okay, so I have no defensive losses here, right? Because you've already done that with him.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
4-3.
4-4.
4-4.
1-1.
Six 4.
3-3. There's 2. So 2 in there.
6-4.
6-3. This is 1. Want to stop?
Yeah.
Have you had enough?
Yeah, 5.
3.
4.
The Yakutskan horde. Ah,
Jeez!
Send it away.
At least let me roll my die.
he rolled his die right over your guy.
Yep. Going to Euro.
6.
Oh.
6.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Yeah.
They care about their country.
Yeah.
I guess so.
4.
6.
That was gonna last forever. I don't roll dice like I'm on candy. +2 +1.
What's that?
+2 +1.
Meaning-
On my dice. Highest gets +2, lowest gets +1.
Okay. This sucks. Yeah.
6-6.
Yeah.
There's a pen. You get to mark off a.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mark
A
one of those
box.
boxes off.
Nothing else you're doing.
Yeah.
Good work.
You're gonna wear it down, yeah. 6-3.
5-4.
Each loses 1. So now I'm just getting +2 on my
And
defense
you get to
die.
mark another one.
Yep. Every one of these attacks is gonna mark one off. So
You
now I'm just +2. He's very thorough. Now there's just Xing
Well,
in.
you are forcing him to
6.
4.
5-6.
You got it. And then mark off another one. I gotta try it again. So you've defeated 3 cities now?
3.
So you're rolling into your 4th one on
Yeah.
me?
6-5.
3-1. 2 out.
All right.
1.
Nice. Jason
Sorry.
is unstoppable.
Are you gonna end your turn? And take the mission. Here, this you can take this actually.
Oh, I do. Okay. That gives me
1, 2, 3, 4.
4
stars.
points. 4 stars for the win.
Go.
Congratulations, Jason. The winner. Now he's won 4 games now. Here are your end of game rewards. And Glenn does not get anything,
I got nothing.
but the rest of us held on.
If you didn't end the game that turn, this would have
I
been time to wipe me out.
barely held on, to be perfectly honest.
I should have done something last round. Can't believe this.
I tried to tell you you're doing things, but
Yeah. Well, I was actually saving up for the 30. I was getting close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean,
well, I got 30.
but there's
But you have a
225 and
missile,
30.
so
Yeah.
you would have
Yeah.
been-
I have 8. So yeah, I just would have needed 2 more,
To trigger.
and I would have got
That's
I would have triggered that last thing.
All right, so we can add coins to territories we control. So I have Scandinavia, Afghanistan, and China,
Yeah.
and Middle East.
Now I called you 3 times today, and you did not answer. Is there a reason for that?
Explain yourself. I have Scandinavia.
Please tell me he's talking to his child.
No, we're talking to his
His
father.
dad,
Oh,
kind of
That's
a
worse.
child.
I've only got coins to work
Yeah.
with now.
Do I want to put another coin on Scandinavia? Or do I want to trigger
my
more
mother
things?
didn't live with my sister. I'd have the same problem. But I can say, is mom okay?
Right.
But you really feel like you needed this one?
I don't know.
I'm tempted to name another continent just in case I get stuck somewhere else.
Name Europe. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm a little dissatisfied with my performance in this game.
There's actually
And I feel
quite
like
a
I was
few
punished
continents
for
to
unlocking
name.
for unlocking content in the game. That was kind of rough.
That does not.
Yeah.
That is kind of
I'm
nice.
pretty happy about that.
Yeah, peace.
Yeah.
Like 3 times as much as I expected.
Looks like a strainer full of praying mantises.
Yeah, I could name.
Well, so we got our first elimination.
So you said
Congratulations, Glenn.
Yay for me.
A day that will go down in infamy
Maybe.
for you.
Nothing else. I'll be able to be in simultaneously be in South America and in Asia at the beginning of every round of the game if I end up with this.
Yeah, use that ability. Now wait a minute. So you won.
I did.
Does that make you a lead faction now? Is that 3 wins?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that faction's lead faction. So
Alright,
they'll
we get
start
further
with their HQ and that ability also.
Lovely.
Yeah, because that's what Jason needs is more
Because
advantages.
his-
Well,
he's-
okay. these can be selected before I take it.
I
This
know.
is
I was
true.
gonna
This
say.
is
That's how
true.
this works, right?
This is true.
Yeah, that faction's
I
one
would
where you get to
fortify
pick that first
North
right
America,
away.
but I'm already a big, fat, juicy target as is. Although I've kind of built a wall. I've built the flat Earth ice wall
You built the,
between me
built the
and
best
Iceland.
wall ever. Now I'm going to play mutants all day long.
Absolutely. And then when you go against the Enclave of the Bear, then you'll have an advantage.
Right.
That's right.
Oh boy. Well, that was interesting though. I mean, again, crazy things happening, and I suppose that should be expected since, I mean, that's kind of what the point of the game is. I'm trying to. Yes.
Meat
There
like
we That's what I want. I'm looking to trigger more events over here,
Nope. Nope.
making more even-numbered cards.
right.
South America's already named.
So names
It
of
is
America.
named.
Sorry about that.
You've got Asia and Africa. And
Asia is just like, get away. No Asia.
See,
All right, well, so that you don't have to sit there and stare at the back of Craig's head anymore, kids. I'll let you go. Next week, we will be playing Iridia, but it's probably going to be a short game because William's
And
coming
break.
out to visit. So we're going
There's a
to
plus
be
one
interrupted when
there.
he
You
comes
could-
in.
I
And
know,
then
but
Tuesday, we'll
I'm
still be
already
back
a
here
big juicy
to
target.
I know.
let Jason kill us some more because that's what we enjoy doing the most. And until then, when I see you, I'll see you. Love you guys. Talk to you later.
Then I take it.
Yeah.